late game execution.
No, ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
You know what, I want to do a quick video about this because everybody's been sprouting out their mouth about this in the last couple of days, about this LeBron James on the Mind the Game podcast talking about the ring culture and everything. It's such an easy topic to make it touched on with because we know where this is coming from. He likes to, the thing about LeBron James, he thinks he's slick. He likes to play this somewhat of a victimhood when it comes to things. And he says it at the end when they're talking about ring culture in the latest episode. He says it very, I wouldn't say sneakily or sneaky saying it, but you can tell where that whole conversation is going and the way he sounds at the end of this clip that I posted right here. But before I go in, like, share, subscribe to the channel. Man, should I be saying that still? Even though I'm gonna leave this channel pretty soon. Anyways,
it's I don't know, man. It's just like you sit here and tell me, you know, Allen Iverson and Charles Barkley and Steve Nash, you know, are fucking wasn't unbelievable. Like, oh, they can't be talked about or discussed with these guys is because this guy won one ring or won two rings or one, like, it's just weird to me. It's like saying Peyton Manning can't be in the same room with Brady or Mahomes because he only has one ring. They don't never discuss that in their sport.
Right.
Or telling me that Dan Marino is not the greatest slinger of all time, or he can't be in the room with those guys because he didn't win a championship. They don't discuss those things, you know. I don't know. I don't know. Did Barry Bonds win a World Series? I don't think so. I don't think so. Barry Bonds never won a World Series. So. You can't sit here and tell me that he's not the greatest baseball player to ever touch a bat. I don't understand where it came from. I don't know where it started. I hope that we have to appreciate more of what guys have been able to accomplish, what guys have been able to do. A ring is a team accomplishment. Right. And if you happen to have a moment where you're able to share that with your team, that should be discussed. This team was the greatest team, okay? Or that team, you can have those conversations. But like trying to nitpick an individual because he was not able to win a team game or a team match or whatever the case may be. I don't know where it started. It's just it's a long conversation, especially when it comes to, like, you know, me individually. It's just so weird. It's so weird.
I mean, coming from someone who's won a bunch.
It's just so weird. It's never enough.
So there you have it. For one, last time I checked, Peyton Manning has 2 rings. Not 1, 2 rings. One with Indiana Colts, or Indianapolis Colts, I should say. I watched that one. And then one with the Denver Broncos when he's basically noodle-armed. That's the one with Cam Newton. Should have fell on the ball on that fumble, but we know how that goes. Cam Newton got crucified and still getting crucified to this day. Probably the Denver Broncos had the best, they probably had the best defense, one of the best defenses in history that year in 2015. Offensive wise, like I said, Peyton Manning was on his last leg anyway. Messed up noodle arm and everything else. But anyways, he got 2. He's probably getting that confused with Aaron Rodgers, who probably should have more than 1 ring. But then he mentions Barry Bonds, AI, all the rest of these people, good people. Great players from their respective sport, baseball, football, basketball, whatever, hockey, whatever. Some of them don't have rings, but the ring culture is not toxic in those sports compared to the NBA, which is true. We've seen with Stephen A. Smith talking about Giannis career being underachieved because he won 1 ring in Milwaukee, who had won a ring in 50 years. But two things I also want to take from this. First of all, I don't understand, why does he talk like that? It's so annoying the way he talks. He talks like somebody try talking the valley accent. It's just so annoying. Then he tries to start articulate and then swears right in the middle of it. If you heard it, when he tries to talk, try to talk in that white voice, it just comes off as annoying, fake. It's like, we know, if you watch, Beyond the Veil, I should say, when there's no, there's still cameras there, but when he's not in an interview or anything like that, just say if he's, of course, out and about or in the middle of a game, we know he don't talk like that. I heard him talk. He talk like when black people talk when they're around other black people. We'll just say that. He trying to. No, I'm not even gonna do it. But he tries to talk in some elegant, sweet valley voice, and it just doesn't work. It just comes as fake, because we know how fake he is. That's the one thing I took from it. It was so annoying listening to that. It was so annoying. I know Too Raw picked up on it, but I don't know if anybody else did. But another thing I want to take from it, which he's being crucified today over, especially on First Take, he talks ring culture, right? But ain't this the same person who dipped from Cleveland to go to Miami, then dipped from Miami to go to Cleveland, back to Cleveland, dipped from Cleveland to go to LA? So you do care about ring culture. You do care about the rings you get. You do care because you stacked your teams up so many times on all three teams, and you still failed because you feel insecure about your legacy. You said it at the end of the video. You try to act like, oh, for me, they only care about me and my rings, because you want to be seen as the GOAT. But who everybody calls the GOAT, and Michael Jordan, and even Kareem himself, they call him the GOAT, they have more rings than you. So you know you're not going to get another ring in LA. So now you're trying to act like the ring culture is toxic and it don't really matter. Boy, you think you slick. You think you slick. But he ain't slick, because we know his games by now. And anybody's keen to his games, they know he ain't slick. We know what he's trying to do. Now he's trying to downplay the rings. And I have to agree with Brian Windhorst and Screaming A Receding Hairline Smith. If Kobe was sitting across from him, Kobe would be saying the same thing. Boy, if you don't, because he got Steve Nash sitting across from him. Steve Nash has no rings. I don't even think Steve Nash has ever been to a finals. Been to a conference final, but never been to the finals himself. So you know that kind of hurts Steve Nash too. And he may got 2 regular season MVPs. He ain't got no ring to show for it. But Steve Nash is still considered to be one of the top point guards in history, depending on where you pick him at. And like I say, he's a 2-time MVP. He just didn't get to the finals. But this is what this is all about, with this whole ring culture toxicity. LeBron's a walking contradiction. He really is. These bonehead fans will sit there and clap like a bunch of seals, whatever he says. But he know deep well he wants more rings, but he know that time is over, mainly because he's past his prime. I don't know why he's still playing. And he thinks, all right, if I can't get all the rings, I'm going to keep playing and try to break records, which still looks bad on him, because the more record he breaks, the more bad record he breaks, and the more his legacy is tarnished. So that's how I take this whole thing. And I don't want to hear anything about it anymore. This is the last time I speak about it on this channel. I'm done. This fool think we really stupid out here, man. You know damn well you wish you had more rings. And you try to downplay ring culture as being toxic. Yeah, it's toxic. Yeah, it's been increasing in the last 20 years, but This is what happens when you call yourself the GOAT. Should never call yourself the GOAT. I don't understand how 4-6 qualifies you as being a GOAT. A below 500 record in the finals qualifies you being a GOAT. I don't get it. Never got it. So I'm out.